Hello, we have just arrived at Zurich Airport from Amsterdam. We flew on Swiss Airlines in their business class to get here. I will leave a link in the description to that video. We're not leaving the airport as we are flying out tomorrow from here to our next destination. I'll keep it a secret where we are going. It is within Europe. It has a very interesting approach if you go by airplane. So let me know in the comments if you have a guess at where we are going. So I'm saying we all the time, that is referring to not a royal we, but we is my wife and I. I started this channel about a year ago, basically to save these memories that we are making, because basically we kept forgetting what we have done, what we have seen. So this is a nice way to store those memories and share them with those who also find it interesting. Zurich Kloten Airport. Shout out to my Dutch viewers who know why I'm giggling like a little child. I find it a messy airport. In my opinion, it's very hard to navigate throughout it. It's quite large and spread out. There's lots of shops and corners and turns you have to make. Well, I'll show you a bit of it here. Exiting arrivals on the ground floor, you'll have to cross the street. There's also a walkway within the airport, but that's on the first floor, and we came from arrivals. As you enter this building, you're sort of like magically transported to a shopping mall. That is actually what it is. There are plenty of shops and restaurants in these sections, and more importantly, the train station is also located here. Switzerland is a massive train country. Also located here is the car rental center. The first time we came here, we got really lost in trying to find it. It's in this section on the first floor. We are not there yet where we have to be. We have to go all through this and then exit the building, go past the smokers, and we cross the street again, and we're going to enter the circle to look for our hotel. The Circle is a new addition to the airport. It's a conference center. There are many offices there, and also 2 hotels, of which one is ours. Both hotels are actually Hyatt hotels. One is a Hyatt Place and one is a Hyatt Regency Hotel. And Regency Hotel is the one that we are looking for. His signage was just very bad, or maybe I'm just very bad at finding signage. We couldn't find the sign for the hotel. Then I got distracted by these strange electric vehicles, and then we made a wrong decision and turned left when we should have turned right. By now I was really cursing the hotel. We took up 2 big suitcases up an escalator. You know, who puts an escalator in front of a hotel? But we still couldn't find it. We did find an elevator with no signage for the hotel, but we thought, well, let's go upstairs and see what is there. As we exited the elevator, we found a sign for the hotel, so we were very much relieved at that point. And there's a park in front of us, a funicular that would take you up to the hill. Very interesting, but we are going to find the entrance to the hotel now. As we walked towards the entrance of the hotel, and I was still cursing it underneath my breath, and we passed Babel. We've got a reservation there tonight. It's a Lebanese-inspired restaurant. Looking forward to that. Check-in went quickly and was easy. As we left towards the elevator, on our right hand side there was the Babel restaurant, and next to it was a mini market for drinks and crisps and snacks, which is open 24 hours a day. Well, we didn't know it at the time, but that down there is the actual entrance towards the hotel, which is connected to the circle. I bit my lip not to complain about the entrance when checking in. I thought, let it go. So it was very funny when we found out later when we asked that was the entrance, and it was a very quick walk. We were heading towards the 6th floor where our room was. The hallways were a bit dingy, but very nice. I do like it when a hotel is relatively new. Everything is sort of as it is supposed to be. It's the right amount of modernness, because sometimes you go to a hotel and you're sort of going back 20 years with their design, which probably was very nice 20 years ago, but it dates very fast. So this is still very fresh. Entering the room, which is a Regency suite, it looked very nice as we came into the living area. On our left in the entrance, next to the wardrobe, is a second bathroom with a Japanese toilet. However, it could not connect to the internet, so it wasn't working. Yeah, toilet with internet. Who would have guessed that some years ago? In the middle section, connecting to the bedroom, is a desk, also a coffee and a tea maker, a mini bar, and the safe is housed there. The bedroom is nice and cozy, nice use of materials, and also houses a second TV. Connected to the bedroom is the bathroom. The bathroom is nice and big. Here there's a single sink, which you really don't see a lot, especially in bathrooms this side, but that's how it is. There's also a walk-in shower and a lovely big bath where you can soak in. And also here there is a separate toilet which also houses a Japanese toilet. The room cost us 291 Swiss francs, that equals around 300 euros and about $317. A lot of money, but I think a decent value for a room like this. I'll insert here a shot of our room view during daylight. That is the park, that is offices there to our left, and a little funicular that will take you to the top of the hill. We went downstairs to go to the Babel restaurant. We had a reservation there. I do apologize for the bad footage that I made. At that point I didn't know that I was coming down with something. I was feeling off, but I didn't know why at that moment. I had a hummus starter. It was actually quite a lot, so this is certainly something you can share with somebody else. My wife had the roasted aubergine, which was actually quite spectacular. Even I enjoyed it, and I'm not a big fan of aubergine. Apologies for the half-eaten food. I did forget to film the main courses as I wasn't feeling too good, but I did want to put it in. I had the rock lobster, which was surprisingly very nice prepared. My wife had the beef shish kebab with garlic cream on the side. This footage doesn't do it justice. It looked much better when it came out. This once again was taken when we already had started our dinner. The meal was nice, but very expensive. It came in at 200. That is for 2 main courses, 2 starters, and 2 glasses of wine and a bottle of water. After the meal, we had a cocktail in Bar Iris in this hotel. Very good cocktails. I do recommend them.
Approximately 10 hours later.
In the morning we exited through the entrance that we should have found last night. We really took a long way around cursing this hotel, but it's the entrance is here right in a circle and we just missed it. So my final thoughts on our stay here in the Hyatt Regency at Zurich Airport is, yeah, I really enjoy this hotel. It's a very nice hotel, and it helps of course that it's all still relatively new. We really liked our room, however the decoration could be a bit softer. It was kind of very sterile, and both our Japanese toilets couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi. Fortunately they could still flush without the Wi-Fi. We did have breakfast in the hotel, also in the Babel restaurant. There was a big spread, lots of options there. It looked very good, but I wasn't feeling too good, so I didn't have any breakfast. And my wife also just had a yogurt with some fruit. So we didn't vlog that, but yeah, it's a good breakfast they have there. I do recommend this hotel if you have a layover here in Zurich Airport. The price for the room I think was very good. It's not the cheapest room that we had, but still reasonably priced compared to other airports hotels I've stayed in the past. I must however say that this was before Christmas, so it might be much more expensive later on in the season. We're now on our way to check-in 1, which is different from where we arrived yesterday, so we probably get lost trying to find that. So do come back next week for the second part of this video where we are trying to find the check-in. You will see if we have found the check-in and where we are going to, and there will be a trip report on the flight that we are taking. That's all in next week's video. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.